And we're back for who knows what episode of Triangle Strategy, because I lost track again, unfortunately. I think it's like 44 or 45 maybe. It's been a while since I recorded again. Feeling a bit better this time around, although my voice is still a little bit hoarse and I still cough a little bit here and there. But for the most part, my nose is feeling alright, my throat is more or less alright, and I'm feeling semi-good right now. And I just noticed that we always have autosave and quick save data. I thought we only had autosave. I just wanted to say that real quick before actually getting into the episode. I did some grinding, and by grinding I mean I deployed Trish like 12 times I think to try and unlock her character story, and we got both of them now. So we're gonna watch that in just a bit. Oh yeah, during the battles in the mines, there was actually some unique dialogue with Trish. Now I'm asking myself whether during our last run there was unique dialogue with Cordelia, because I don't remember if in our first and second run there was like unique dialogue with Milo in the mines and then unique dialogue with Cordelia in the mines in the second run. Because now I'm slightly concerned at what I might have missed. Like, it wasn't too critical dialogue, it was just like, you know, a little fluff text or whatever, but still, it would have been nice to see what they had to say. I did take some screenshots of it, so let me show you that real quick. I was going to show you the dialogue, but then I realized, wait, I only took pictures of Trish's dialogue. I didn't take a picture of the log, so it's just all this dialogue without context. Okay, so never mind that. Aside from that, I don't think I have anything else to say, so let's just get into the episode, starting with this character story. The former bandit Trish has a chance meeting with a young boy in the streets. Oh, I did have something else to talk about. Oh, well, I'll have to wait after this now, I guess.
You hold it right there. I said stop.
Huh? What's that about?
Ain't nowhere left to run.
Hey, what's all the fuss?
Sorry, I didn't read this before. Once a member of a notorious band of thieves, she agreed to join House Wolford if the Lord would spare the lives of her aging father and crew. Interesting.
This poor boy stole an apple that was out for sale.
That true, you little brat? I know you can hear me. Is it?
What else was I to do? I was starving to death!
A thief, then. Justice must be served.
No! Let me go!
If you want fruit, buy it.
With what coin? My mom and dad died in the war. We've got nothing at home!
Just come quietly.
Wait. Let him go.
And why should I do that?
Because I'm gonna pay for the apple. Now will you let him go? I'm telling you, he won't do it again. I'm taking him under my wing.
I don't care what you do with him, as long as I get my money. Just tell him we'd better not catch him stealing again.
I can't take him seriously with that accent. Sorry, I just can't, for multiple reasons.
Why did you help me?
Dunno. Guess it just felt like the right thing to do. Now, you're gonna promise me that you're done thieving. For good.
On my parents' graves. Thank you. The both of you.
Letting him off with a mere promise. I pray he keeps it, but I have my doubts.
In a world like this, sometimes you can't help but stoop to stealing. I should know. That's how I made it this far.
But it's no longer how you live now. Is that so?
You damned right. Even when we were bandits, my pa always told me never to steal from the poor. I've got no need for a world where the rich get richer. So I never once thought what we were doing was wrong. We were noble bandits, allies of the poor and the suffering. That was the oath I took, and I meant every word of it.
None of that excuses thievery, which you've sworn to House Wolfort you're done with.
I mean, there are some pretty major jerks that are sorry, that came out wrong. There are some pretty big royalists who are jerks, you know, Anna. We literally had a character story talking about that. And I think we also had story cutscenes talking about that.
I know that, of course, but,
What?
well, Pa now makes an honest living helping people. Me, on the other hand, there's gotta be something I can do to help the poor.
What does her dad do now? Oh yeah, he's protecting the Roselle village, I forgot. Okay, that was pretty cute. I like the little, like, she's kind of like Robin Hood in a sense. Like, not exactly like it, but you know what I mean. It's cute. Now, before we continue to the next part, real quick, I have a small update. As of this recording session, I just made the YouTube banner for the channel, and let me tell you, I'm mad. I'm real mad. Cause I made that banner thinking, oh, this is the size for it, right? Okay, so when I post it on there, whenever someone looks at the channel on their computer, or on their phone, it'll show up like this, like the whole thing. And if not like that, then I can probably resize it with the YouTube banner editor thing that's in there. But let me tell you, that thing is dumb as heck. I tried resizing all types of way, but that was not working out. The banner thing gives you a size that you can work with, but that size is only meant for YouTube when you're watching it on TV. If you want to use it for like a computer or on the phone, the thing that's gonna come out is just gonna be a super thin, long rectangle of the bigger image, like this really small thing where you can barely see anything. And I'm over here like, what the fuck is this? What am I supposed to do with this? Look at it, how it turned out. So now the YouTube banner is like this really terrible, just terrible. Like, imagine taking a picture of someone and just catching their forehead. The banner was supposed to have Akari from Pokemon Legends Arceus, Sora, Kiryu, and Majima and Serenoa looking down at my at the mascot character thing I made falling down. But instead all you see is like their heads slightly looking down, and you can barely see like Sora's hair, I think. And at the top of it all was supposed to be the channel name, but I had to try and resize things, like resize the actual drawing to see if I could find a way to make it fit. And I didn't want to go through the process of, you know, looking up sizes or whatever for banners, because it felt like it was too much work. I did try looking up for like a, you know, automatic YouTube banner editor that could maybe resize it for you, and I couldn't find anything. All I found were lies. So I gave up on that and tried resizing it myself, and we ended up with the YouTube banner we have right now, which I hate it so much. But I don't feel like redrawing all of that again. Instead, we're just gonna wait till the next 1-year anniversary and try it again. Hopefully by then I know how size this works. Or maybe by then someone can tell me how the heck it works. Okay, sorry. That was all I needed to say. I just needed to go off on that rant. Because that really annoyed me. Sorry about that. Trish recollects on her past as a noble thief who helped the poor and ponders what she can do to help them now. Oh, I forgot to mention something else. Hold up. Oh, is she giving...
All right, form a line. A proper line.
Is she giving food to the homeless? Oh, that's adorable. Aw. Now I really want a sequel where we see like Trish working at a homeless shelter or something. That'd be adorable. When I first talked about the YouTube banner wallpaper thing, I said that I would post a video of me making it, but since one, the YouTube banner turned out pretty bad, and personally I didn't really like how it turned out either way as well, like the actual image ended up turning out. Like, I have mixed feelings about how Akari and Serenoa and Kiryu and Majima turned out. Sora turned out alright, just because I already had to draw him like who knows how many times for the series. But Akari's eyes always gave me trouble, so she turned out alright at best. I also kind of messed around less with her clothes line, so she came out kind of weird. As for Serena, I think I've only been able to draw him decently a couple of times, just because his eyes give me trouble as well as his face shape. Hopefully next time I'll improve a bit more and can draw him better. Because like his clothes turned out alright, it's just his face that looks really weird. And also his hair slightly. Kiryu and Majima, honestly, that's probably the best work I've ever done on them. It's definitely a huge improvement from what I was doing in Adobe Illustrator for like thumbnail 1 of Yakuza 0. But yeah, that's unfortunate. So yeah, I probably won't be. I do have the footage of me drawing it and everything, but I probably won't post it. Sorry. Unless down the line we get like a bunch of requests for me to post it, I might post it then. But for now, it's just gonna stay in the Hall of Memories, and only I will ever know of it. Along with the Aurora drawing that I made long ago that I never posted as well. Okay, now back to this.
No need to fight. There's enough for all of you.
You seem busy. Let me help.
Anna, good to see ya.
Prepare for another wave. I've spread the word about your operation.
Is it really true? Are you giving out free bowls of stew?
Hey, I know that face.
Huh. It's you, miss! I didn't know you were friends with House Wolfort.
Well, I am. And it's good to see you well.
I've kept my word. No more thieving. I've apprenticed myself at the docks. They're teaching me how to work the ships.
Sounds like you have a bright future ahead of you. Well done.
I sure do. So long as you help House Wolfort end this war. And quick.
Oh, I will. I swear it.
How long you gonna keep us waiting? I'll collapse if I don't get some stew!
Quit your belly aching. You'll get your bowl soon enough. All right, you. Run along and get in line. You'll get your fill.
You got it.
Well, it seems your food kitchen has been an unqualified success. Morale is higher than ever.
But we can't possibly do this every day. So long as the war keeps raging on, all the stew in the world won't make that boy, these people, whole. We've got to end it somehow, don't we? Well, if that boy can be true to his word, I reckon I can too.
I have faith in you.
Then why don't you help me clean up here so we can get some training in?
Now that was adorable. We love Noble Thieves. Like the Noble Thieves story arc, it's so cute. I just love Trish a lot. By the way, when I was using her in battle for the mine battle over here, she was a pretty decent unit. She wasn't incredible. Most of her damage actually comes from her flaming arrow. But aside from that, she doesn't really have, from what I got to use her in there for, I didn't get to experience much of Leap. Item Gatherer, like I said before, is kind of, you know, really, it's a nice ability, but it's still, you know, kind of meh. Plundering Shot is interesting. I think I did get a spice from someone from that, and it made me wonder if I can steal the TP bangle that that Idor had in the True Ending final battle, because I would love to steal that, or like steal the Amulet of Immunity that Laura has in her battles. That would be incredible. I think those are the only characters with items on them. It'd be cool if I could get that, but I doubt it. I feel like they have a low chance of stealing. Bullseye I didn't use as well, but that's also another like situational one, I'm guessing. Like it'll probably be useful whenever we're fighting on like grass or something and they have high evasion. But that's about it. Oh yeah, I didn't get to use Act again either, but I'm sure that'll be useful as well. Aside from that, there's nothing else to really say about her, unfortunately. I do look forward to using her more. Hopefully I get to use her in these last last couple of battles as well, because I do love her design very much so, and I want I want to use her so badly. Like, I'm just trying to find a good excuse to use her right now. Okay, that's all I needed to say. Once again, House Wolford's... Oh yeah, we know about this. I have 3 separate save files just in case now, in case for whatever reason I don't choose the Frederica route on accident or something. Okay, let's skip all of this. The boat we take today may well open a rift between us. Nevertheless, it must proceed. And I am prepared to accept its outcome. Okay, so we can't convince Roland, Frederica, or Benedict. We gotta convince everyone else.
However,
here we stand after a bitter fight to reclaim the crown city, only for the king to speak of forsaking it. As his subject, it is my duty to follow his decree, and yet... My lord, the choice before us feels immense. I am utterly adrift. Pray, tell me how you see the proposals from King Roland and the others. I need your guidance. Frederica. You've taken Frederica's side in all this. What fascination do the Roselle hold for you, my lord? We'll just go with the bottom one. There is no better time to free the Roselle than now, while as Frost and Hyacinth squabble over their salt crystals.
I wonder about that.
With that you answer the question I asked, my lord, I say again, what fascination do the Roselle hold for you? And what makes it worth the lives of your people and the sanctity of your domain? We know that the Roselle are but exploited innocents. I cannot turn a blind eye to their suffering. They deserve justice, Hewitt. But, yes, Hyacinth sits suspended atop a web of lies, but setting them right will ruin the people of the Wolford domain. And a true lord does not forsake his people. Oh, okay, that was the wrong answer. Okay, well, what would have happened if we chose the right answer? Frederica has shown me a future in which no one is beholden to salt or indeed to any nation. So if the choice is to ally with the duchy, who prize might over all else, or submit to the holy state, who prey upon the weak.
But...
You mean to suggest we simply do neither? Precisely. She has shown me the Rosellan legends are true. That means there is hope for us, for all of us. A hope I would bet my life upon. So long as we sit between 2 nations who've no compassion for the weak, I fear we'll never know peace.
Furthermore,
I take your point. War will spread and perhaps only end when the Detzenel and Aelfric are unleashed upon the continent. So you see why I would choose to flee with the weak, rather than be party to the atrocities of the powerful. It will be a fight amid a hell of arrows and steel, but so righteous and noble that I would be proud to give my life for it. You stated your case well, my lord. Oh, okay. Interesting. Hey, Gila.
what do you need?
What do you need? Each path before us demands a great sacrifice in exchange for a great reward. I am sure King Roland, Benedict, and Frederica have agonized over their proposals.
Well...
So now must we agonize over our own decisions? Frederica. I must say, I'm surprised by your support for Frederica's vision. I've been by her side for years, but even I must admit it is rather hopeful if I'm being charitable. Perhaps you see something I do not. Oh lord, 3 choices. Norcelia will be forever plagued by war. I wish to leave this place and create a new nation that knows only peace. Ooh, that's good. My father has defended the Roselle all these years and I intend to carry on his legacy. In truth, I agree with you. Her plan is imprudent and ill-advised. I kind of have to semi-agree with that as well. It's such a different plan from what I would have expected from Frederica. Let's go with top one. You mean to forsake not only your domain, but all Norzelia?
I don't know.
I concede that Hyacinth will not admit defeat should we manage to free the Roselle. Do you truly believe that searching for Centralia and starting anew will prove any easier? I do, though I acknowledge that it is far easier said than done.
Uh-huh.
I should say so. It sounds like a daydream, if I may speak so plainly.
I don't know.
Yet the world is vast and full of wonders. I cannot in good faith argue that Centralia does not exist. Perhaps forging ahead is the only answer. May it lead us to the future you dream of, if this is what you desire. If nothing else, as Frederica's attendant, I must say that it warms my heart to see you support her so diligently. You must truly love her. Sheila is deep in thought. Hey, Eridor.
Aye, lad.
Our sweat and bloods fed this land, built into it a proper domain. I see no reason why we should surrender it all to Hyacinth. And Lady Frederica, well, I sympathize, asked that we risk everything for the sake of the Roselle.
Here's what I think.
Here's what I think. Benedict's got the right of it, I reckon. But even that doesn't quite quiet the nagging feeling I get every time I think about our options. Frederica. How could she possibly support Lady Frederica's vision? Have you gone mad? The war will never end so long as we hold the salt crystals. We must relinquish them and break the cycle of violence. I wish to carry on, nay surpass my father's legacy of protecting the Roselle. I need you with me, Eridor. Let's go with the bottom one, I guess. How do your own father? Meaning what exactly? Do more for the Roselle than he did? I know things aren't what they were during the Salt Iron War, but is it not House Wolfort's duty to come to the aid of those in need? Are we not to fight injustice and tyranny wherever soever it may be? Dare invoke Lord Simon's own words? I cannot do this alone, Eridor. The risk is too great. Only if all of House Wolfort unites as one will we have a chance to succeed. I hear ye, lad.
And so?
Just give me a moment to sit with what you've said.
Lord Serenoa.
Lord Serenoa, Benedict and King Roland would march us to war. Frederica would see Hyacinth hunt us for all eternity. Perhaps her vision is not so different. So it's come to this. I with a one-time opponent, or flee with the Roselle.
However,
bold proposals all. Our tactics must be flawless. Frederica it is. So you assent to Frederica's vision for the future. War is coming, a war for all Norzelia, and you would forfeit your role in it? There is no better time to free the Roselle than now, while Aelfric and Hyacinth squabble over the salt crystals. This is how we end the war. Hyacinth will crumble once we free the Roselle. If the Death Snell and Aelfric are unleashed on the battlefield, the casualties will eclipse any war that's come before. Let's go with the bottom one, although I honestly don't know.
perhaps.
The Death Snell and Aelfric. Casualties would be immense. I had not considered that they might be unleashed simultaneously. The stakes warrant it, whether they are complete or not. We have already shown them the way by using Aelfric in battle. Precisely, they will undoubtedly both be employed.
Then,
Unprecedented destruction is all that awaits us here. A war whose specter will rule over a pile of ash. And I will not be party to such devastation. I can think of far more productive uses for such power. I see your reasoning, I confess. I thought only in terms of battles past. So much so that I forgot avoiding battle was ever an option. Ooh, that was a good explanation, actually. Who knows what awaits us in Frederica's route. I'm guessing Roland's... No, actually, I'm guessing Benedict is gonna be against all of this. We're probably gonna fight him, he's gonna be the one we fight this time around. Because last time we fought Frederica, and I'm guessing we're gonna fight Roland whenever we side with, Benedict's and Aelfric's side. Because, I mean, we've already been spoiled about those cutscenes before in the Triangle Strategy theme song opening, so you already know it's coming. And Persuasion facing Commence Boating, yes. I don't feel bad about fighting Roland once we get to that. I do feel semi-bad about fighting Benedict, though.
The opinions before us are many. Roland's, Frederica's, Benedict's. Which to choose? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I have made up my mind. I stand with you, Lord Serenoa.
you have my vote.
I put my faith in you, Lord Serenoa.
I have faith in you.
I've decided that this is what's best for both King Roland and us all.
I'm with you.
My mind's all made up. You got my boat, lad.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. way forward is decided. Frederica's dream is worth realizing. We will free the Roselle from the source.
If grief's passions move completed. Okay, here comes the drama.
A tumultuous meeting exposes a yawning chasm between Roland, Frederica, and Benedict's visions for the future. Yet only one will emerge victorious, for such is the custom of House Wolford. As ever, the scales of conviction have the final word. The time has come for judgments to be rendered, and leaders to steel themselves for the outcome.
Chapter 17, Part 2, One Last Request. Oh. Benedict? Question mark?
We've chosen our path. We are to free the Roselle being held in Hyzant's source.
Oh, you already know it.
You have chosen the one path I cannot take.
Oh no, I just realized we're not gonna have Benedict for the coming battles. Oh, this is interesting. Benedict isn't a must-have unit, but he is very helpful, especially with now and the defensive buffs.
I understand your disappointment, Benedict, but the scales have spoken. And so I ask for your wisdom. Help us find a way to free the Roselle.
Hyzant will destroy everything you hold dear if you attempt to free them. That way lies ruin.
You know it's serious when they pound the desk or table.
Your choice is to turn your back on this house, to cast aside your land and the people who have built their lives upon it. I will not, I cannot endorse such betrayal.
I agree that we will be ill-prepared to defend the domain this way. Should that come to pass, I am prepared to flee with the Roselle and search for Centralia. They say it is home to a boundless salted sea. Surely a land where none need fight for salt is a land worth seeking. This is an opportunity, Benedict. We could find a new home instead of fighting the wars of old yet again.
Why not channel that resolve to lead the people of Norzelia as their king?
Oh. Oh my god.
You hold the power and the might. You lack only the will.
I mean, he's not wrong, but still, I can't believe he just dropped that bomb out of nowhere. Literally in front of Roland's face. In front of everyone.
With crystals in hand, you shall ascend the throne. I shall see to it that you are coronated.
Damn. Fuck Roland,
Then
right?
we can liberate the Roselle, or whatever else your heart desires.
Benedict literally just said, forget Roland. Who cares if he's right there hearing all of this? I mean, I'm not mad. So I do feel semi-bad for Roland, but still, he kind of deserves it.
Liberate the Roselle, or whatever else. I never dreamed I would hear such callous words fall from your lips.
Oh, I didn't even read that. Let me...
Then we can liberate the Roselle, or whatever else your heart desires.
Okay, tell us how you really feel. Like, he did this before when he was fighting with Frederica, like in the cutscene that comes before the choice, he was saying a bunch of stuff. Like, all of them were, of course, but still.
I stand by them.
Damn.
I care only that you and the legacy of House Wolford are safe and secure. I shall offer my counsel by force, if needed.
You don't mean to fight the lad.
Stand down, Benedict.
No, Anna. This is a challenge that I must accept.
I beg you to reconsider. If you mean to proceed with this folly,
I mean, you can't do much, Benedict. All you can do is buff yourself up. You can't even... You don't have the attack... the attack set to do anything to us. You don't even have magic attacks. Like, what the heck, Benedict? You really think you're about to beat Serenoa with just pure buffs? I mean, even your ultimate won't really help your situation. It'll just defend you for one turn.
then you will do so over my dead body. You can do so much more, Lord Serenoa. The salt crystals give you the upper hand. Esfrost and Hyzant would bend the knee to you. You could unite all Norzelia under your rule.
You were right about me, Benedict. I lack the will. I have no desire to rule Norzelia. I wish to see an oppressed people set free and nothing more.
I mean, you can still be king and do that.
At what cost? Would you see your loyal subjects conquered by another nation?
I would forfeit my lordship. The people of Wolfort will endure without me.
Okay, now this is where I have to draw the line. So, like, literally just abandoning your people like that is kind of insane. And that's where I was like, Frederica, what the heck are you saying right now? Like, literally, what is wrong with you? We don't have to just save the Roselle. We can save multiple people, you know. But of course, that's the flaw with her plan, apparently. Roland's flaw is everything with his plan, and Benedict's flaw is that he kind of treats everything else like it's less important. I'm not gonna go on a rant right now, let's just keep going.
The Roselle have no such champion for their cause. We are the only ones who can set them free.
Give me the order, and I shall reduce Hyzant to rubble. Then they shall be free.
You and what army, Benedict?
The ensuing battle will only breed further resentment, or worse, displace others who will be treated like the Roselle. War cannot solve every problem, and our liberation of the Roselle shall prove as much.
So, you now take blind counsel from your betrothed. To think that an arranged marriage will lead to this folly.
What the heck, Benedict? Okay. Frederica was not this rude, you know. I feel like Benedict's gonna be the worst of them all. Like, he just doesn't care. Roland's probably gonna make a ruckus about, you know, why are you siding with the Astros or whatever, you know, whining or whatever, and that's gonna be annoying. But Benedict, what the heck? Come on. You have to realize at some point that you're being really rude.
Enough! I came to this conclusion of my own free will. I have seen the challenges that face Norzelia, and this is how I choose to respond.
You are every inch Lady Destra's child. Your compassion steers you headlong into every conflict. Alas, compassion is easily trampled. It can only exist so long as it has an army at its back. My patience grows thin, Lord Serenoa. The salt crystals give you the power to bring peace to Norzelia.
You're wrong. It is little more than the catalyst for another protracted war.
A war we can win. Let me lead you to victory.
There is always a war to be won. Do you not see the cycle at work? I will break that cycle and use my power to liberate the oppressed.
You talk of fleeing from your duty, of pure fantasy.
We need you, Benedict. Why can you not put our differences aside?
This is absurd. You race toward your own destruction, and I will not be party to it. Lord Simon entrusted me with the future of this house. And I swore an oath to Lady Destra that I would protect you no matter what the cost.
You are shackled to the past, Benedict.
I would call it loyalty.
And it has come to this. For the sake of our future, I must strike you down.
Prepare yourself. You came, you missed.
Here!
You came, you missed. I yield. Grant me the mercy of a swift death.
That was kind of boring, Benedict. Sorry. Like, Frederica gave us so much more of a cooler battle, and it was so emotional as well. I mean, she literally almost burned down the place. But I will say that you were definitely a drama queen today, Benedict. You were just trying to start things, and I'm here for it, semi here for it, because it is insane.
No. Neither father nor mother would stand for the killing of a loyal retainer. The rest of us shall make our way to Hyzant in secret. You will remain here. Lead the people out of the Wolfort domain before the Hyzantian army assaults this castle, and keep them safe.
These are your orders, in exchange for sparing my life?
These are not orders, and there is no exchange to be made. This is the last thing I will ever ask of you as my steward and loyal friend of House Wolfort.
And so, you follow in the footsteps of Lord Simon and Lady Destra, leaving me behind with the most arduous tasks. I shall rise to the occasion, my lord. I shall do whatever is required to see that the Wolfort name and its people survive. Should House Wolfort lose its lord, I shall lead the house forward in your stead.
I have no doubt you will.
Benedict left the party.
Benedict.
Mule-headed fool.
Freaking Eridor.
We've each made our choices. Now we must walk the path we believe is right.
Yes.
King Roland, this decision means casting Glenbrook aside. I know I cannot ask you to come with me, but will you agree to see to the salt crystals?
No. I am sorry, my friend, but I am not worthy to oversee such an important task.
Of course you are. You have always striven to be fair and just.
You hold me much too high in regard. Our conversation earlier made me realize the truth. My faith was misguided, as were my actions.
About time you realized that.
I believed exacting vengeance upon Esfrost would be proof enough I was Glenbrook's rightful king. But I gave no thought to the bloody cost of revenge. This kingdom and its subjects should not have to suffer such a selfish fool upon the throne.
Then, you will come with me?
I shall. Not as your king, but as your friend. If I can help those in need, that is enough. Glenbrook has the geographical advantage, and the salt crystals. And there are a small handful of trustworthy nobles remaining. I'm certain they will ensure the people thrive, even without a king. Glenbrook is in too powerful a position for foreign powers to interfere.
Roland.
You know you aren't leaving me behind. I've come this far by your side. I'm not abandoning you now.
You have my thanks, Huette.
Frederica, don't you think you ought to make your convictions clear to your companions?
Well, it's common knowledge by now that I'm an Aesfrosti of Rosellan descent. I was a lonely child who hated that her hair was a different color from everyone else. But then I joined House Wolford. I met Jerome and witnessed the cruelty that my fellow Roselle suffered at the source. And I learned how brave my mother was, how long and hard she fought for her people's freedom. Compared to the horrors they went through, I have lived a life of privilege and comfort. I am proud to be a Rosellan, and proud to be a Wolford. I wish to be strong, strong like my lady mother before me. And I wish to see her dream of freeing our people fulfilled. I understand the difficulties that lie ahead, but hope that I might have you all with me.
We will always be there beside you, Frederica.
My lord, Hyzant's army has sent a message ahead of their forces. It says, the Grand Norzalian mines must be conferred to the goddess as a divine offering.
An offering? Sounds more like an ultimatum.
Precisely. If we refuse to relinquish the mines, they'll put the Wolford domain to the sword.
Then we've no time to waste. We must make ready to leave at once.
Benedict.
I leave the rest in your hands, Anna.
All these years I have watched you. I may not be able to replace you, but I will do my best.
Loath as I am to burden you with such responsibility, that is heartening.
This ain't the Benedict I know. Come on, where's your usual glower?
You never change.
Huh, I should hope not. Defending House Wolford calls for consistency. And defend Wolford I shall, even in your absence.
I shall hold you to it, both of you.
I'm telling you, we've got it under control.
Your voice hasn't gotten any quieter.
Sorry. Parting ways with a friend always gets me worked up.
Thank you for seeing me off, you two. Farewell.
What of the Hyzantian forces?
They haven't entered the domain yet. If we act now, we could sneak around them and reach the capital.
Focused as they are on seizing the salt crystal deposits, I'd wager their domestic defenses are at a minimum.
If we can get into the capital and have the Roselle and the Source take up arms, we should stand a fair chance of helping them escape.
But Hyzant is wary of Sereno for keeping the salt crystals from them, despite his position as one of the Saintly Seven. They may be short-handed, but if they spot him, we'll never make it inside.
We can use the consortium cart to slip unnoticed into the capital.
The wagon from Claris? You sure we can trust the consortium?
Yes. If only because this benefits both us and him. In exchange, I told him what secrets we learned of Aesfrost and Hyzant.
You mean you told him of Dragan's murder and the illicit salt trade?
Oh.
I hope he understands those secrets must never leave his lips.
Interesting.
He understands. Once people learn of the salt crystals, Norzelia will change. And the Consortium will have a new role to serve. Now that they know, they will be better prepared to negotiate their position. They agreed to help us as a show of gratitude.
You've thought this through. Well done, Anna.
What of our things, Gila?
Stored safely within the cart, of course.
Things? What things?
The explosives we found in the tunnel.
Oh.
After we've gotten the Roselle to rise up, we'll set sail from the harbor and make for the Folk's Domain, to the Great Falls. To make sure no one follows us, we'll blow up all the other ships in the harbor as we leave.
Frederica and I devised the plan ourselves.
A perfect way to make an escape with so many people.
Wise of you to make for the Folk's Domain. It's distant enough. You'll have plenty of time to hide.
Aye, about as far south as you can get. No better place, if your end goal is Centralia, too.
It's a good plan. We shall do what we can to make sure it succeeds.
Crafty as ever, you Wolforts. I am glad to be on your side.
But one problem remains. How do we get the Roselle and the Source to turn against their captors? If we can't win their trust, all this is for naught.
We need some way of persuading them. And quickly, too.
Let me worry about that. I can find the words to convince them. I am my mother's daughter, after all.
All right. I know you'll figure something out, Frederica.
There is one more thing. Huette, I'll need to send a bird.
Of course, my lady. Where to?
The Rosellan village. I'd like to tell Jerome and the others of our plan. I would have them meet us at the Great Falls.
Agreeing to such a thing means they will have to give up the lives they enjoy now. Do you think they will come?
I cannot say. Regardless, I owe it to them to let them know Hyzant is invading.
Indeed. Let us send word and see what they have to say.
Upon learning of the salt crystal deposits, Hyzant quickly musters her forces. They march upon the Wolfort Domain, intent on seizing control of the mine. Serenoa decides to take this as an opportunity to free the Roselle enslaved at the source. But that decision leads to Benedict's departure from House Wolfort. Still grappling with grief over parting ways with their friend, Serenoa and the others make for the Hyzantian capital. There, amidst a land in turmoil, they hope to help the Roselle rise up against their oppressors.
Okay, 2 main stories. Oh, and a side story as well. Okay, things are getting interesting, to say the least. Hyzant makes for the mines as Wolfort heads to the source, but how will the Duchy respond? Ooh, what are you guys up to? I kind of forgot about you for a second there.
Archduke Gustadov, we received word from Wolfort. XM's forces have crossed into their domain.
So they know of the salt crystals. Then battle is inevitable. But how will House Wolfort respond?
I should think it obvious they will attack us. Their lord is one of the Saintly Seven, after all.
I am unconvinced of that. Perhaps they will offer us salt crystals to secure our alliance.
To what end?
History is changing around us as we speak. If Wolfort wishes to guide the shape our future takes, he will need all the help he can get. He can choose to submit to Hyzant's tyranny, or work with us to bring freedom to our land. Or he might choose to take advantage of the chaos. Will you follow in Lady Orlea's footsteps, Frederica?
Oh, he knows.
Somehow I doubt it.
Or has an inkling.
Pardon, Archduke.
It's nothing. I let my thoughts wander too far. Whatever path Wolfort chooses, they all lead to war. Ready our forces.
The people of Wolford, anxious at the sudden turn of events, are relieved when a familiar face appears before them. Is it Benedict, I'm guessing? Telling them to leave?
What? You want us to leave the city?
You couldn't have told us this sooner? I've got a family to worry about.
I understand I ask much of you, but a bloody battle is nigh. You must be ready to evacuate if it comes to it.
But where is our lord? Won't he protect us?
Lord Serenoa marches toward an even fiercer conflict than what we face here. He left me to protect the people of Wolford in his stead. I ask that you trust in our house and do as I bid.
All right then. Well, I suppose we'll start packing.
Your mastery at matters of war has kept us safe this long. If you say we need to leave, that's what we'll do.
You have my thanks. I've one more thing to ask of you. Something I'd like each of you to make.
I wonder what that is. Edor gathers the Saints to discuss how Hyacinth will deal with both the mines and House Wolford. Oh, you already know how this is gonna end. You know what I just realized? I forgot to check Trish's dialogue. Gosh darn it. I wonder how his pal is doing. I know better than to hope he's eating what's good for him. Mastus, the talk of the town. You'd be singing your praises too if there were any left to serve ya. I have no idea what this assassin is, but whatever. If I do one thing before I die, it'll be to make sure no kid need to turn to thieving just to survive. Sorry for that voice, Trish. I don't know what I'm doing. I just can't do accents, can I? Okay, back to this.
Minister Exham's forces ought to be crossing into Wolfort's domain any moment now.
Will it be war, or will they relinquish the salt crystal deposits without resistance?
I think we have no cause for worry. Minister Serenoa is one of our saintly seven, after all.
Nevertheless, we cannot be certain what he will choose. Whoever controls those salt crystals controls the future of all Norzelia. Knowing that, you truly think he would give them up without a fight?
Minister Lila is right. He may very well decide to ally with Aesfrost and rise up against us. I made sure Minister Exham understood he may very well be marching to war.
Wolfort is a prideful house. If we apply too much pressure on them, they may hold out simply out of principle.
Honestly, they are more trouble than they are worth. It almost makes me wish we could turn them and Aesfrost against each other.
That is something else to consider. We could even promise them the Roselle's freedom, should they triumph over the duchy.
Oh.
A fine proposition.
Interesting.
The best outcome would be to have them destroy Aesfrost for good.
And in doing so, they'd be destroyed themselves. Surely you would not wish for such slaughter.
Soft hearts have no place here, Minister Camsell. We fight for control of all Norzelia.
And we must fight to win. Our troops will need Aelfric, Minister Lila. See that they have it.
Of course. I'll see to any final adjustments at the Ministry of Medicine.
One last request completed. Interesting. How are they going to use Aelfric in battle if we're not going to face off against Edor, I'm guessing?
Concealed aboard Claris's consortium cart, Serenoa and his retinue slip out of the Wolfort domain past Exham's forces and make for the Hyzantian capital. As soon as they arrive, they review the particulars of their plan to lead the Roselle in revolt.
Chapter 18 from the Abyss. How many chapters are there in this again? Aren't there like 19? No, there's like 20, right? Because there's a final chapter for like the conclusion. Oh, hey Claris, it's been a while.
Scouts are reporting the Byzantian army has crossed into the Wolfort domain. The force is commanded by Minister Exham, and is many times larger than what they used when we marched on the Crown City.
Enough to destroy Castle Wolfort, and then some. They ain't aiming just to scare us.
A foe even Benedict would be hard-pressed to prevail against.
Have faith, Anna. Benedict will protect our people as he always has.
I know.
That said, we cannot defend the domain itself. Our land and our castle will doubtless fall to Exham's forces.
Then we must act as if we have no home to return to.
We cannot waver in our resolve.
No. The time for doubts is long past. Listen well. After we have freed the Roselle from the Source, we will set our sights on their homeland in the south, on Centralia. We will find the Endless Sea and create a land free of suffering. A far-fetched dream if ever there was one, I know. I will not blame any of you if you do not wish to come.
A bit late for second thoughts now.
Aye, we're with you, my lord. Wherever you will lead us.
Then it's decided. We have much to discuss about our rescue plan. Claris, if you would.
The wagon will have to pass through an inspection at the goddess's shield before entering the city. I can throw my consortium weight around to see you safely through the inspection, but that's about all I'm good for.
That's more than enough. Thank you.
Then let's muscle our way into the Source. The guards won't expect an attack from the outside.
Getting in is not what worries me.
Indeed. The biggest obstacle we face is getting the Roselle to follow us out.
They've been treated as criminals under the teachings for so long, they've come to believe they are guilty. They might be too terrified of disobeying the goddess to even agree to rise up.
My mother led them in revolt 30 years ago.
True, but only a small handful of people escaped.
I know. Freeing all of them means we must be even bolder than my mother.
Have you thought of how you'll convince them?
I have. I will smash the statue of the goddess to pieces.
Oh, okay, so just like the true ending.
If they see her idol destroyed, the fear shackled about their hearts will break. Without terror to hold them back, the uprising of 30 years ago will look tiny in comparison.
But that statue is massive. How are you gonna reduce it to rubble?
I'm going to blow it up.
Ah, yes, if we use all the explosives we have, it will come crumbling down. But then we'd have none to destroy the ships that pursue us.
Exactly. That's why I think we ought to use Aelfric on the ships instead.
Aelfric? It is more powerful than the explosives.
And perfect for blowing up ships.
There must be some stored at the Ministry of Medicine, considering Minister Lila's involvement in the installation.
Okay. So we're gonna fight Lila and steal an Aelfric. Interesting. Okay, this was not what I was expecting to happen, but okay, interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
But how will we detonate it without Milo?
Wait, but Milo's on our
Considering
team.
all the research they conducted, there must be some sort of documentation on how to use it.
Wait, so what would have happened if we had Milo? Like, right now I'm guessing Milo isn't being considered because we chose to visit the Roselle domain instead of staying at the Wolfort domain. But technically Milo is already on our party. Or would this still happen even if we had recruited Milo somehow? Interesting.
Then what are we waiting for? If Lady Frederica's plan is going to succeed, we better go track some down.
All right, then we have our plan.
My friends. Thank you.
It'd be cool if we actually fought Milo in this battle.
I'll handle the guards. Don't move a muscle, any of you. Don't even breathe. Hail! I am Clarus of the Consortium. I bring goods for trade in the city, if you'll give me leave to pass.
Clarus! Consortium's working you hard.
In these dangerous times, 'tis a privilege to be in such good employ. But you're worked even harder than I. Here, a small token of my appreciation.
You always have been a thoughtful man. Go on, then.
Wait. We cannot allow unscheduled goods into the city without inspection.
Okay, so same thing as last time. Cool.
Fine. Guess there's no such thing as being too careful.
You needn't worry. Minister Kamsel of the Saintly Seven sent for these goods himself.
He did?
Oh, yes. Look closely, and you'll see.
What have you done?
I wonder if we ever fight Clarus, because I mean he has a weapon, and he has attack animations. I wonder under what reasons would we fight Clarus to begin with.
Ah, you snake! I must call for reinforcements!
Clarus, are you all right?
My apologies. Luckily, mine was the only face they saw. I will draw off the reinforcements while you make for the Ministry of Medicine. Quickly now. And do not forget to retrieve the explosives you buried in my cargo.
I'm sorry we've put you to such trouble. And we'll likely have to blow up Consortium ships on top of everything else.
Cause as much trouble as you wish. I know you'll repay me for it once this is all over.
Hurry. The majority of their forces may be absent, but we're finished if a guard catches sight of us.
To the Ministry of Medicine with us.
Okay, if I'm being honest, this episode is probably long enough as it is right now, just because it's been so many cutscenes this episode. But at the same time, I don't want to make the battle a separate episode. It just feels so troublesome to do that. Wait, this is the morality path? Sometimes I really don't get the liberty, morality, utility thing, but whatever. Like, I feel like they should have just made, I don't know, another conviction thing, or I don't know, something else. Because sometimes it feels like some of these things are interchangeable. The party manages to sneak into the Holy State with the help of Clarus and makes for the Ministry of Medicine. Okay, let's get into this, Clarus. Or I mean, team, or whatever. Oh, are we gonna fight a bunch of those healer guys that look like Medina?
Unsurprising to find researchers here.
That'd be so cool.
Hyzant still doesn't know we're moving against them. They shouldn't think us suspicious as long as we walk at a calm pace.
We can't go that slowly. Minister Kamsel is in charge of the guards, and he's no pushover. The longer we take, the more we'll lose our freedom of movement.
Clarus is clever, but he could still get captured.
Then we'd best split up.
Indeed. We must find the Aelfric, and quickly.
Sometime later, we split up to take a look around, but I still can't find a single blast crystal in here. I wonder how the others are faring. Perhaps I should check in on them. Oh, free money, I'll take that, thank you. More money, also thank you. Obtain large range HP recovery pellet. Those aren't as useful as they used to be, but they're still definitely helpful. Obtain luck bracelet. That's alright, I guess. I still don't know what exactly luck does for us, but I'll take it. And a panacea pellet. Definitely take that. Those are always useful. Ah, Minister Serenoa, are you here to meet with Minister Lila? We made it this far thanks to Lord Claris. We must free the Roselle and help them flee Hysen. Oh, I almost missed the Superior Fiver. I can't help wondering how Benedict's doing. Sorry, lad. I know I should be focused on finding that Aelfric. Things are noisier here than I remember. Perhaps because they are preparing for battle. I wonder if Minister Lila is here. We should keep an eye out for her. Only those who are involved with the research subject are privy to its details. And something like the Aelfric would be more protected than most. We have to find that Aelfric as soon as possible and make for the source. We must convince the Roselle that they have committed no crime and free them from that horrific place. It's the right thing to do. Now knowing the truth, I imagine there will be no small amount of injuries from the coming battle. Oh wait, that's a lady. We are currently preparing a system that can handle as many patients as possible. I think that's a lady. A big battle is always a boon to our research. There are injured and fallen aplenty. They will further our research on Aelfric nicely. Oh, okay. Creepy. Okay, that should be everyone, so let's save and talk to Lana, because I feel like she has something important to say. There seems to be archives on the other side of the door. Perhaps we can find documents about the Aelfric. I managed to pick the lock not a moment ago. I will report back later with my findings. Okay, I guess that's it. I should resume my search for the Aelfric. Oh, hello. Cool book.
Lord Serenoa, look at this book.
What is it?
Did you find it?
No, only a book.
The Aelfric method in practice. Does this detail how it is made?
Oh, we're about to get some messed up lore, aren't we?
Seems that way. It's littered with arcane terms I can scarcely comprehend. But if I'm grasping this correctly, the main component of Aelfric is human remains.
I was just about to say. I should have said it before they said it. Oh well, whatever.
It says here, having harvested the corpses of Roselle who perished at the source.
Sorry, I just needed a second. Like, come on. Even in death, doing the Roselle like this?
Harvesting corpses? For what foul purpose?
We did not intend for Aelfric to be weaponized. Our original goal was to harness its immense magical capabilities to power the automaton.
Oh lord. We're gonna fight the automatons. Okay. Just keep on going.
Automaton? What manner of contraption is that?
I do not know, but I doubt it is anything kind or good.
I thought the Ministry of Medicine was supposed to, figure out how to save lives, not how to profit off death.
We've glimpsed the rot at Hyzan's core.
Minister Serenoa.
Oh no.
What are you doing here?
Just jumping into battle, not even a cutscene. Okay. Lord, I don't know what's coming, but I feel like I'm gonna hate it. Serenoa and the others learn the ghastly truth of Aelfric. Lila discovers them not long after.
Minister Lila, did you use Rosellan remains to create Aelfric?
I advise taking more care with your words, Minister Serenoa. You are one of the Saintly Seven.
Did anybody else know about this? Now that I think about it.
You have a responsibility to protect Hyzan's secrets.
then it is true.
You steal their freedom, their very lives. And you dare to call what you do healing?
Everything I have done was as the goddess willed. I call myself nothing but her loyal servant. All of us are hers to command.
No, not all of us.
House Wolfort means to free the Roselle from the goddess's tyranny.
Do you now?
As one committed to the preservation of life, you know salt should not be a luxury for the privileged few. Is that not what you told me? Help us. If not for the Roselle, then to change Hyzant for the better.
Change Hyzant? How wonderful that would be.
Then...
No, I cannot help you. The Holy One would have my head for turning traitor.
Please don't kill Lila in this route either. Like, she clearly doesn't want to be evil, but she's got, like, no choice.
Besides, my hands are far too bloody to ever be washed clean.
But you have a son, though. Those all look like elite units, hello? Oh, Lord. Please don't tell me those were elite assassins. God, not the assassins. Anything but the assassins. Lord, I'm getting flashbacks to the Lila battle. Okay, let's see what's recommended. We got Gila, we got Eridor, Hosavara,
You got it.
Flanagan,
My shield is impregnable.
Archibald,
Excellent.
Lionel. Oh, thank God, Quahog.
Understood.
Because I really want to see his dialogue with his mom right now. Okay, I can deploy one more unit. Let me see what I'm dealing with so I know what to bring. You only got one healer on right now and 2 tanks. Okay. Okay, so we got the Time Mage still. You got slow, delayed casting, temporal suspension. I think you had more attacks last time, didn't you? I think I remember her having 2 or 1 more attack. God damn it, it is the assassins. How many of you guys are there? 2. Okay, 1 bow person with sound and strong. That sounds annoying. Serenoas. Oh god, the Serenoas suck too. Because they can hit multiple units and have counter. Dang, I forgot about all these units I hate. 2 of them. 3 of them. 3 bow people. This is whatever. I mean, they're annoying, but they're not that bad, I think. The freaking Lance guys, these are annoying as well. 1 healer. Thunderbird. Lightning type magic damage to single enemy or their lightning. Oh, no. Wait, why weren't we recommended a thunder unit? That's weird. Like, there is a little bit of water here, so we can technically use it. So, you know. Another healer. Okay, and two lightning people. Oh, we got 3 recommended tanks. That's insane. Okay, so you know, you already know it's gonna be real rough out here. Oh, by the way, I put Decimal on. I don't know why. He's just my go-to unit whenever there's multiple units around and I'm scared. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. Okay, but here's the plan anyways. The plan right now is to put Archibald all the way up here, have both our healers stand in this corner right here. We're also gonna have Decimal probably up here or here, and we're just gonna have them sit here the whole battle, and hopefully they can survive. Maybe. I think we're gonna have... Yeah, I really don't know. We're gonna try and build a wall around here. I just don't know which characters we're gonna use for the wall. I'm gonna have to figure that out. We got all these guys up front so they can hopefully take the hits from the assassins. And we have Lionel medium-ish, like, nearby, so he can hopefully aggro the archers and the mages once they get here. Because I didn't realize they were all the way at the back. But yeah, hopefully everything will be fine. I don't know how Lila's gonna work in this battle, because I mean in the last battle we faced her, she literally just stood in the same place like nearly the whole match and went around in circles. I'm kinda hoping she does that here too, but at the same time not, just so it'll be an interesting battle. But I guess we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, I also have to give everyone items, so give me a second. Okay, here's the items I gave everyone. We got Serenoa trying to survive with defenses. We got Gila with Resurrection and HP trying to survive as well as a healer. We got Eridor with Lightning Amulet so he can hopefully take a magic attack, and the Friend's Bracelet so he can take the assassins on. Oh, maybe I should have put Milo on since she's got incredible evasion. Oh well, whatever. We got Avlora with Resurrection Earring, and we're gonna try Black Anklet again. Last time we used this, it didn't work out the way we wanted it to, but I kind of want to give it a try one more time. Hopefully the damage from this won't end up, you know, killing us too much, but I guess we'll find out. We got Archibald with Resurrection Earring and Strength Bracelet, because I have a strong feeling he's gonna die. We got Flanagan Lightning Amulet and Bangle of Vitality, so he can hopefully take 1 thunder attack at least, and you know, heal himself from all the damage he's gonna be taking. We got Lionel with Movement Bangle because I wasn't sure whether to take it off or not. And Lightning Amulet so he can survive maybe 1 or 2 lightning attacks. We got Decimal with Magic Bracelet again, just so you know, max damage output. We got Quahog with HP Bracelet and a Evasion Bracelet because I didn't know what else to give him. Aside from that, we should be good to go. Hopefully everything goes well. Let's go. Battle at the Ministry. The battle begins.
These heretics spit in the face of the goddess. They deserve nothing better than utter annihilation.
Minister Lila, how can you pretend the teachings are righteous when you know the truth?
There is no turning back for me. I am Lila Viscraft, one of Hyzant's saintly 7. In the name of the goddess, I deem your life forfeit.
I'm not gonna lie, Saintly 7 is such a cool title. Why'd they have to have such a cool title but serve such a terrible faith or whatever?
I'm ready to do what I must.
Oh my god, she's already moving. Wait, they can put us to sleep?
Is it my turn?
I was not paying attention. Oh wait, but it costs the 3 TP. Okay, that's a fair exchange, I think. Oh, okay, I didn't... Wait, why can't I stand here? Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. That's unfortunate. Okay, that kind of ruins my plan. Archibald's in danger. Oh my god. I can't believe I did this again. This is the second time I've done this, where I accidentally tempted an enemy when I was trying to aggro them. And it actually works out. Dang, I need to be more careful. I need to stop doing this.
So it's come to blows.
Oh no.
You will pay for sinning against the
I
goddess.
should have used the time stop on her. The Kietus points. Oh no, here it comes.
This is the fruit of wisdom.
How many turns is it?
I'll try my best.
Oh my god, it's 2 turns. Oh, you have to be kidding me. Oh, okay. Going straight for Lila. That was not what I wanted, but I guess that's alright. Oh my god.
Here goes.
Did I think I used... Wait. Oh my god, I did. I used Inciting Whispers again. Oh, I hate myself.
Back at you! I wasn't good enough.
Didn't Hosovaru have a Resurrection Earring?
I'll try my best.
Did she use it up and I didn't even notice? Okay, this is a loss. This is what happens when you mess up using ruffled feathers when you use Okay, time to redo this. She doesn't have a Resurrection Earring. Oh, I gave it to freaking... Why'd I give it to Archibald? He wasn't even in danger that whole time. Now we know. Don't give Archibald that dumb thing. Okay, we're gonna take off the thing from him and give it to, what's-her-face. And I think I'm also gonna take off the obsidian, the black anklet, although it is doing a ton of damage. But I don't know if that damage is worth it, so let's change things up. I should probably give the Resurrection Earrings to my tanks, but at the same time, as long as the mages don't get near them, there's a low chance of them actually dying, so, you know. We did get lucky quite a few times with Archibald in that battle, in that he landed the swift end quite a few times, up until the last moment when we kind of needed it. So I feel like things are gonna look very bad for us from here on out. Now, you know what? I'm still gonna give her the black anklet, because she survived for a while, so she should be fine. Okay, since things are looking troublesome, we're turning to Milo. Because whenever things look bad, just turn to Milo. She can usually solve everything, or make things easier for you. Also, I just remembered she might have unique dialogue with Lila here. Maybe. Probably not, though, since they already had, like, a cutscene where they said, Milo isn't here to help us, or whatever, so... Who knows how this is gonna go. Okay, let's try this again. Lila. Sorry. We didn't even get any dialogue out of that battle, since no one came close to attacking Lila.
I'm ready to do what I must. Heretics cannot be suffered to live.
Oh my god, I love that. I didn't even know that could happen. That's hilarious. This is why Milo is great. Come on, really? 2 times? In a row? I should have put some sleep immunity on some guys. Oh well. I wonder what bracelet even gives us sleep immunity. I probably should have checked that.
So it's come to blows. You will pay for sinning against the goddess. Heretics cannot be suffered to live.
Okay, thank god. She only landed it on 1 unit. Okay, this should be less troublesome now. And it'll take her a while to get enough TP to do that again, right? Because it's, yeah, 3 TP. So we got 2 turns for ourselves.
in reverse.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so I was using turn back time and I was thinking to myself, wait, why didn't I use turn back time before to get rid of the bomb? Or delay casting, sorry. And I just had like the biggest realization of how dumb I am for not doing that before. But oh well. What's done is done, and we're almost out of this battle. Oh!
What sort of monster desecrates corpses? And for what?
Oh, this must feel bad.
You're too young to understand. But if something is important enough, you have to be willing to get your hands dirty.
Really? That's all we get? Aw. Oh, is she about to kill Quahog? Oh no.
There we go.
Shall we dance?
Literally no damage. Okay.
Light as a butterfly.
Are you in need?
Yeah!
I foresaw this.
I'll take you on!
So this is my fate. Or is it divine retribution?
I mean, you can still change sides, Lila, you know. Well, time to finish it off. Thanks for the fun battle, Lila. It was definitely an experience. a very scary experience. Had we not had Milo with Temp, we probably would have been in trouble. Also, had we missed the Temp a couple of times or missed the aggro again with Eridor, we definitely would have been in trouble. Well, please don't die, Lila.
Oh, goddess. You have never smiled upon me.
Please don't die.
I wished to see him just once more.
I mean, he's literally right there, and you didn't even interact with him the way I wanted you to. So that's unfortunate. Ooh, look at all that money. And some material as well. I'll take it.
Minister Lila had the key to the laboratory. We found the Aelfric within.
And documents detailing its use. We know how to trigger it now.
Then we can destroy both the statue of the goddess and the ships that'd give chase.
My people suffered so this Aelfric could be created. For their sake, we cannot fail.
We shan't. I think even Minister Lila, in her heart of hearts, had prayed for our success.
So she understood the injustice of it all and sought to aid us. What makes you think that?
I imagine circumstances prevented her from acts of outright defiance.
Perhaps the Saintly Seven are not so free to act according to their own principles. If that's the case, then the so-called equality under the goddess that Hyzant loves to espouse is nothing but hypocrisy.
Indeed. There is nothing righteous about a faith that preaches appropriating a person's very death. Let us to the source. The goddess's oppression has gone on long enough.
They haven't added more soldiers to the ramparts, meaning they haven't noticed us yet.
Claris has him nice and distracted for us. But I don't think we can stay hidden for this next bit.
No, the source is heavily guarded inside. Sneaking in to quietly foment rebellion is not an option. We must defeat the guards and convince the Roselle to rise up in a very short amount of time.
Before reinforcements arrive to put us down. Frederica, everything rests on your ability to sway them to our side.
My lady, you're quivering.
I know what I will say, what I will do. Whether I will succeed, however, I do not know. And not knowing frightens me. I hate that I'm such a coward, when my mother was so brave.
There isn't a person in the world who doesn't fear the future. Not your mother, not the Rosellan, not I. Being brave isn't about being fearless. It's about acting regardless of how terrified you are. We are here because we refuse to let fear rule us. Remember, Frederica, you are not alone. We will see this through together.
I needed to hear that, Sheila. Mother, please guide us. Guide me. Serenoa, I am ready. I can do this.
I know you can. Come then. The source awaits.
If only it was that easy. It'd be nice if we could just one-shot everything. From the Abyss completed. Wow, this route sucks. Well, it's good. Okay, I have mixed feelings so far about this route, if I'm being honest. Right now, it's mainly because I really hate to see Lila die. I love her so much. She's such a great design for a character, as well as story-wise.
After defeating Lila and securing the Aelfric, Serenoa and his retinue make for the source to free the Roselle. Meanwhile, Hyzantian forces commanded by Exham arrive at Castle Wolfort's doorstep, intent on claiming the salt crystal deposits for themselves. Refusing to hand over the salt, House Wolfort has barricaded themselves inside with hundreds of soldiers. Their outright defiance makes Exham cautious, suspecting some sort of trap. He opts to surround the castle and prepares for an extended siege. But the Wolfort soldiers don't move an inch. Patience worn thin, Exham orders an attack. His soldiers swarm into the castle.
Chapters 16, 14 hold something, I think, sorry.
There's no one here.
What is the meaning of this?
Our scouts didn't see enemy soldiers. Only straw dolls.
Minister Exham, the castle is empty.
They must have abandoned the castle, told their people to flee. Damn. They twisted our vigilance against us to buy themselves time.
But where have they gone to?
I cannot say. What are you scheming, Wolfort? Well, seize the castle in any case. This domain belongs to Hyzant now.
Sir.
After routing Exham with his strange strategy, and seeing Wolfort's people safely to Glenbrook's crown city, Benedict disappears. His actions draw Hyzant's full attention entirely to the Wolfort domain, making it easy for Serenoa and his retinue to slip into the source. But whether they can convince the Roselle to rebel depends entirely on Frederica. Which way the winds of fate will blow is anyone's guess.
Halt! What are you... Ah!
Goddess, what have you done? Who are you?
My name is Frederica Aelfric, daughter of Orlea, the woman who led the Source Rebellion 30 years ago. With me is Lord Serenoa of House Wolfort, my husband. We have come to liberate you, but we cannot do it without your help. We need you to take a stand and fight by our side.
Husband? It's true then, what they say? That you accepted a Rosellen as one of your own?
Yes, Frederica is my wife. House Wolfort pledges itself to the Roselle's defense. Let us leave this wretched place far behind us.
Leave Hyzant? No. We'd only be throwing ourselves upon the soldiers' swords.
Our ancestors stained us with sin the moment they tried to hoard salt for themselves. The goddess will never absolve us unless we dedicate our lives serving her here. Don't keep us from our atonement.
It's not like there's anywhere for us to go, even if we fled.
There is. My mother told me of the Rosellen homeland. A place far, far to the south, surrounded by a vast expanse of salt water. Centralia. Everything's already in place for your escape. All that we need to succeed is for you to trust us.
Centralia. A vast expanse of salt water.
It's just a myth. You can't expect us to believe it's real.
I knew Lady Orlea. You do bear her likeness. She, too, insisted the Holy State's teachings were a lie. That we must break the chains the false goddess bound us with, and seek Centralia. Those words sparked rebellion. But only a handful of us managed to escape in the end. Took a bit of the goddess's statue with them. That's all.
I was a child at the time, so I don't remember it that well. Still, I doubt you lot will accomplish much more than she did.
I understand your hesitation, but nothing will change if we do not take a stand. Do you really want our people to be trapped here forever?
Of course not, but...
We fear what Hyzant will do to us.
No one can defy the goddess. That's what they have always taught us.
I understand. It isn't easy to act against generations of oppression and terror.
Then we destroy the very thing that represents all they fear. The statue of the goddess. Show them she can be defeated.
Best do it soon. I doubt we have much time until Hyzant realizes we're here.
None of you move.
I knew it. I knew we were gonna fight this guy again. Gosh darn it. Well, Camsel wasn't too hard to defeat in a golden route. I wonder how hard it'll be this time. Well, unfortunately, I'm out of recording time, so I can't do anything else right now. Unfortunate. Things were getting good, too. I feel like you probably could have done that match with Piccoletta as well, now that I think about it. Because you can probably bait Lila, sorry. You can probably bait Lila's, stop attack with Picoletta's decoy, just putting it as close as possible to her and then having her, you know, wasted on that. Because from what I could tell, she attacks whatever's the nearest unit to her attack. And also once she uses that attack, she just stops using it completely and focuses more on using slow and all those other like 2 DP attacks, which makes it so that she never gets enough DP for the time stop attack. So I guess that battle probably wouldn't have been as bad as I thought it was had I, you know, realized that sooner. Probably could have done some different things here and there. Maybe use some different units. But oh well. It was still fun in my opinion. And it was an interesting end to Milo, to say the least. Like, what could have been had we not, you know, saved her or helped her in the golden route. Well, aside from that, it's time to end off the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, because I certainly did. We got to see some more of Lila, which is always great, but unfortunately she died, which is not so great, of course. And things are heating up. We're seeing more of how smart Benedict is with his strategy to save the people from the Wolfort domain. Although I don't exactly know what he's gonna do by sending them to Glenbrook Castle, since Roland's not even gonna be here anymore to, you know, rule over there. Who knows what the heck is gonna happen to everyone in Glenbrook now. We haven't even talked about Cordelia. I guess we're just assuming she's joining us since it's possible for her to join our party or whatever. Anyways, enough rambling on about that. Once again, for like the second or third time, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time. Bye!